Polite Enquiries. Jarrod Kimber, work experience boy, Rahul Dravid. Nilesh says, should India find a new captain?
No.
Do you know that would be much better for our show if you said yes, but I agree with you.
Look, I mean, you can be critical, but it was hard test for captains on this one. It was slow, it was low. Both the teams don't have an express quick bowler or a mystery spinner to get the tail out, so it's going to be hard for both captains.
Tom says, who will have scored more runs by the end of the series, Cook, Anderson or Shami?
Anderson looked good, didn't he, today?
I thought Shami looked good
being
too.
Unfair to Cook. I think if he gets going, a lot of people are going to pay.
Matt says, if Test cricket is about entertainment, you must have been satisfied today with the glorious innings from Jimmy Anderson.
But a match-saving innings. I mean, England could have been under a lot of pressure on this last day.
I don't know if Jimmy Anderson helped the game. He probably didn't help the game. It might have been better if he'd gone out.
Yeah, if that India's last wicket partnership and the England's last wicket partnership, if those were second inning runs, then that would be a much better game. In that sense, I guess that's killed the game a little bit, both those last wicket partnerships.
Horrible, horrible tail enders. Ahmed says, if Ashwin was playing and fielding in first slip today, would England still be batting?
I don't think he would have been in first slip if Shikhar Dhawan was playing. So I think they've moved on from Ashwin in the slip.
But forget that. If Ashwin was playing, I'm not sure we'd be in this situation anyway. I mean, we see Stuart Binney, essentially, he just went missing and wasn't used at all.
Ashwin's a very good player. In Test cricket, his record's actually really good.
Yeah.
Even in Australia, he got runs, in difficult conditions. Yeah, I mean, I think both teams in some ways misread this wicket game. So yeah, sure, when you look at it, it's not the ideal wicket for Stuart Binney to play as a fourth seamer in an Indian side. Here's George. Does he jump in as well? What did you call me? The working?
Work experience. So Nick Henderson says, if you had to get a number 11 batsman out cheaply, how would you go about it? Dhananjay says, tactic of pushing field back for recognised batsmen doesn't work. Why not just bowl and field normally? So I'm assuming you've done it once because every modern captain has. Explain why people think it works.
It's a hard one to defend, but when you're there, when you're in the field, but it's a hard one. I mean, I've done the same thing, so I'm not and everyone does it. Everyone does it. You just. I guess in the past people didn't do it because people didn't have helmets and they had like fast bowlers who really ran in and bombed the hell out of the tail end.
Casper says, in a year's time, what will be remembered? The 2 10th wicket partnerships or the poor pitch? But those 10th wicket partnerships, they're not going away from your memory for a while, are they?
They're not, and they're going to be hard to beat. I mean, 2 100-run partnerships for the 10th wicket.
Yeah.
It's never happened in the history of the game. So we witnessed history here.
We witnessed history on a terrible pitch. That's what we'll remember. Peter says, given their deep batting, should England pick a specialist keeper?
I think unfortunately the game's moved in such a level that your keeper has to bat. I mean, the days of a specialist keeper batting at number 10 or 11 are long gone.
But what about in this lineup where England do have a deep batting? I mean, it's so deep that we almost got 100 from 11.
From the number 11 we did actually. So I guess they have the flexibility, but they got to get a spinner into the side. I can't see them now going into the next test match without a spinner. So spinner's got to come in, so then you still need that extra batting.
And that'll deepen their tail as well. Ravi says, is there any way this match can have a result?
There are 2 results, either England win or there's a draw.
Yeah.
So if India lose a couple of wickets early, there's still only 120, 130 ahead. You put 2 more wickets onto that and it's 140 for 5. England have chased, 250 with 50, 55 overs to go.
It's possible, isn't it?
They know they can't get bowled out in 50, 55 overs on this wicket. They can go for it and always bail out if they lose a few wickets.
It's important to remember that England did a similar thing and they lost a match against Australia once and everyone will be mentioning that if this gets anywhere near a result. Kishan says, would it be unsporting for India to declare with 5 overs left tomorrow?
No, it would not be. I think it would be very good tactics if they could find themselves in that position of giving Alistair Cook an uncomfortable 1 hour.
I think it'd be stupid not to do it. If you can't win this game, it's all about crushing them for the next game.
It's a 5-match series. An England captain is under pressure. Just imagine if gets out for like 10 or something like that.
They may have even lost those wickets just then on purpose to make Anderson bowl more. Miriam asks, what wall does he like better out of Hadrian's Wall and the Great Wall of China?
I've never been to either of them, so I would love to go one day and I'll give you an answer when I've actually seen the both of them.
I look like DJ says, does Rahul think he could bat on this pitch for 8 days straight?
No.
If you did, I reckon you could make upwards of 60 or 70 runs. Stuart Ward says, would Dhoni have used the cardboard cutout of Stuart Binney more than he used the real Stuart Binney? To be fair, he might as well have. And Liam says, has Rahul been moonlighting as Anderson's batting consultant as well?
He sledged me a few times, so I'm not going to be giving any advice.
Beautiful. We'll see you tomorrow.